He imagined a world where electricity flowed through the air, where energy was free and power belonged to humanity, not corporations. Nikola Tesla didn't die rich. He died alone in a hotel room, feeding pigeons. This is the tragic story of the man who powered the modern world and lost everything for it. Every time you turn on a light, charge a phone, or use wireless technology, you're living inside Nikola Tesla's ideas. Yet, while others became billionaires, Tesla became a forgotten ghost. He wasn't just an inventor. He was a visionary decades, even centuries ahead of his time, but genius has a cost. And Tesla paid it with his life. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in what is now Croatia during a fierce thunderstorm. As the story goes, the midwife, frightened by the storm, called him a child of darkness. His mother calmly replied, "No, he will be a child of light." From a young age, it was clear he was different. Tesla possessed a photographic memory, so powerful he could visualize entire complex machines in his head. No drawings, no blueprints, just pure imagination. But this gift came with a burden. He suffered from intense visions, flashes of blinding light, and an imagination so vivid it often bordered on madness. He wasn't like other children. Tesla knew deep down that he wasn't meant to be ordinary. He believed he was destined to change the world. He arrived in America with just 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of recommendation addressed to the one and only Thomas Edison. The stage was set for a monumental clash of ideas. Edison was a champion of direct current, or DC. It was practical, it was established, and most importantly, it was profitable. Tesla, on the other hand, had a revolutionary vision for alternating current, or AC. AC was more efficient, more powerful, and could transmit electricity over vast distances with minimal loss. Edison didn't like that one bit. He saw a threat to his empire. This rivalry exploded into what became known as the War of Currents. Edison, a master of public relations, launched a smear campaign. He publicly electrocuted animals, from stray dogs to even an elephant, all to scare people away from Tesla's supposedly dangerous AC technology. It was a brutal, ugly fight. But in the end, truth and technology won. AC electricity was chosen to power the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, illuminating the night and dazzling the world. AC-powered cities, AC lit up the modern age. Tesla had won the war, but Edison, the shrewd businessman, kept the money. Tesla was never driven by wealth. His true goal was something much grander: freedom for all of humanity. He held a radical belief that energy should be as free as the air we breathe or the sunlight that warms our skin. This belief fueled his most ambitious and ultimately heartbreaking project, Wardenclyffe Tower. This wasn't just a tower. It was a dream made of steel and copper. A massive structure on Long Island designed to transmit wireless electricity across the entire planet. Imagine a world with no wires, no power meters, and no monthly bills. Just an endless, clean supply of energy for everyone, everywhere. Initially, powerful financiers like J.P. Morgan were captivated and backed his vision. But their support vanished the moment they understood the full implications of Tesla's plan. Morgan famously asked the damning question, "If anyone can get electricity for free, where do we put the meter?" There was no answer because there was no meter. With that single, profit-driven question, Tesla's dream of a powered, free world died. The funding was pulled, the tower was abandoned, and a piece of Tesla's spirit was broken forever. There was a time when Nikola Tesla was a global celebrity. He was a showman, a scientist, and a star. He lectured to packed halls, captivating audiences with his brilliance. He would stand on stage, surrounded by crackling lightning bolts generated by his Tesla coils, holding glowing glass tubes that lit up without any wires. It was pure magic. But as the 20th century roared on, the world's focus shifted from wonder to wealth, from progress to profit. While other inventors were busy patenting every little idea and building industrial empires, Tesla moved in the opposite direction, toward isolation. He genuinely trusted humanity to do the right thing and refused to patent many of his groundbreaking inventions, believing they belonged to everyone. But humanity, or at least the corporate world, didn't protect him. The men he once competed with became giants of industry. Tesla, the true visionary, slowly became a forgotten man. His brilliance gave way to strange habits and obsessions. He became fixated on the number 3, calculating his every move in multiples of it. He developed an extreme fear of germs, using stacks of napkins to touch anything. And in his solitude he found a deep, emotional connection with the pigeons of New York City, whom he fed daily and called his only true friends. In his final, heartbreaking years, the man who had electrified the world lived in a series of New York hotels, with unpaid bills stacking up quietly behind him. To avoid public embarrassment for the once famous inventor, hotel managers would discreetly move him from one room to another as his debts grew. The genius who had laid the foundation for the modern age owned almost nothing. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla died alone in his room at the Hotel New Yorker. He was 86 years old. No family by his side, no fortune to his name, and, at the time, very little recognition for his immense contributions. Almost immediately after his death, the FBI seized all of his papers, notes, and research. Why? Because even at the end, forgotten and penniless, Nikola Tesla's ideas were still considered powerful. They were still considered dangerous. Today, you can't escape his legacy. Tesla's ideas are woven into the very fabric of our lives. Radio, wireless communication, remote controls, the electric motors that power our homes and cities, robotics, radar, even the fundamental concepts behind renewable energy all bear his fingerprints. The world's most famous electric car company didn't name itself Edison. Elon Musk named it Tesla in his honor. It took decades, but the world finally woke up and recognized the giant it had lost. Nikola Tesla wasn't a failure. He was a man born into the wrong system, a system that too often rewards profit over progress and business over brilliance.